this right now. No easy way to say this, and I don't know how. It's nothing you did, but here goes letting your head down.
Coming up to the Adam Bomb Show. Yes. So backstory really quick. I tweeted Olivia a couple of days ago, I'm bringing donuts. Who is excited about donuts? When's the last time you've had donuts, Olivia?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, that's about time to
I'm
reintroduce yourself to donuts,
I'm
right?
pretty excited. I'm not going to lie. These look really good, by the way.
So, yeah, it's like they're like mini donuts, so you feel less guilty when you eat one, you know what I mean?
It's genius.
It's
no,
like
I love it.
4 donuts equals 1. So how you doing? And I have a point to this question. When I see you land an ATL at 8, you must have gotten up really early this morning.
I actually got in really late last night.
Oh, okay.
And I was too tired to tweet that I was an ATL, so I just did it this morning.
It's a way to avoid people, right?
Yeah.
So when you, and this I think is a great question I try to ask a lot of artists, a lot of celebrities. When you have to get up early and not only be up physically, but be up mentally in your career, how do you do that day in and day out? Because you're not just doing this one time, then going home and sleeping. You know
exactly,
what I
mean? Yeah. I don't, I think it's adrenaline. It's like, it's the thrill of it all. I think I love sleep. I'm a total grandma. My friends know not to text me past 10 o'clock because I'm like already in bed snoozing.
So you're not 19, you're 90.
Yeah,
right?
basically. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm lucky to be able to sleep really well on transportation. Like as soon as I hop on a plane or in a car, I'm out like a light.
Yeah.
So the sleep comes pretty naturally. I actually get a lot of sleep, but as soon as I'm on the road and I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm doing what I love. So like I think it's all like adrenaline and passion and love that's all behind it.
Can you sleep on a plane? I can't.
I do. I sleep right before we take off too. Like
Really?
I'm knocked
I don't know
out.
how you do that.
I know. My parents are really jealous. When they fly with me, they just like glare at me the whole time.
So Olivia Holt's on the Adam Bomb Show. We're going to have fun. We got donuts. We got extreme Jenga later.
I was looking at this.
I believe you're going to play a song for us later. Just tease that. What are you going to play for us here in a little bit?
Really excited to play my new single, History.
Which I saw the video about a month ago, I think it was. And I thought that was really cool because it's a really cool song that a lot of people can relate to about having history with someone.
Sure.
How was it for you to not only, sing the song, record the song, do the video? What in your personal life went into that? Because it seems like you're very raw and real in that video and song.
Yeah, no, it came from a real life experience of mine. About a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I was going through that situation in my life where I was dating a guy who I really liked as a human being, but I think I liked more so just hanging out with him because I still had feelings for the boy that I was with previously. And it was as like mundane as it might sound, because everyone kind of goes through this situation, it really was a tough part of my life, a certain phase that like I was so like traumatized by. And I remember walking into the studio, and the two guys that I was working with at the time, I looked at them as like my older brothers. So when I walked in, it wasn't really a writing session, it was more of like a venting session for me. And so I was really just trying to get like older brother advice from them, like what I should do. And it ended up turning into a writing session that turned into a really great song, that turned into a song that actually inspires and moves people. And it's a song that I feel like people can really relate to, which makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm not alone in situations like that.
Are you the type of person when something like that, you vent, when something bothers you or you have something on your mind, do you just let it all out, or do you kind of sometimes hold it in and try to deal with it like that?
I think it really depends on the situation, but I have my guard up in situations like that. I feel like I'm very quiet and I don't really talk about like things that kind of happen in my life.
Yeah.
So when it comes to music, I feel like that's like where that's my escape. That's like my journal, my diary. That's what I like to put out there. And whether it be like something a little mysterious or literally just flat out saying the situation, it helps.
Yeah.
In a weird way, like it actually like it helps me become a stronger person.
I can't wait to hear this song, by the way. That was a great tease. That was really good. Olivia Holt on the Adam Bomb Show. If your guitarist wants to set up while we're getting ready to play History, being on so many TV shows, being in movies, being an entertainer, do you remember the first audition you went to and what that was like, what that feeling was?
The first audition I ever went to, wow. I don't know if I remember the first audition I ever went to, but I do remember auditioning really, really early on and just remembering how nervous I was, but how giddy and excited everything made me feel. And whether it was a good audition or a bad audition, my mom or my dad would always take me to get like a sweet afterwards, whether that be ice cream or even like going to a theme park or something, just to like get my mind off of it, because it's a lot of pressure and it's a lot of rejection that you have to deal with. And I started when I was 10 years old. 10 years old, I was like dealing with all this rejection. And
yeah, like that could be traumatizing to some people, right?
it is, but that's like why I always tell people, like, you gotta love it. You
Yeah.
gotta love it, because this is like the things that you have to deal with. And but it's fun. It's fun. Not the rejection part. That's
Yeah,
not
right.
fun. But to be able to like accept that like you weren't right for that role, or that project may have not been the right one for you, and to just kind of like learn from everything that you do and soak up as much knowledge as possible, I think is like the most exciting part about this industry.
Man, that's inspirational, though. Just hearing that,
Thanks.
because I don't know, when I was 10 years old, I was eating dirt and throwing rocks, so. Hey, we ready to hear Olivia sing in here? Yeah, all right. You do your thing, Olivia.
Hey. Sorry, I don't really see this working out. It's something you did. I just can't do this right now. No easy way to say this, and I don't know how. It's something you did, and here goes letting you down. Baby, you're so perfect, but he's the perfect one for me. I know that you're worth it. Something about him kissing me, all I need. Plus we got history. I used to love him, he used to love me. Yeah, we go way, 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 way back. Love, love, love like that. Now I still love him, and he still loves me. Yeah, we go way, 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 way back. Love, love, love like that. I didn't know I felt the way I did before. It's nothing I did, and now I guess I'm sure. It's like we never really ever closed that door. It's nothing we did, and now our hearts want it more. Baby, you're so perfect, but he's the perfect one for me. I know that you're worth it. Something about him kissing me, all I need. Plus we got history. I used to love him, he used to love me. Yeah, we go way, 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 way back. Love, love, love like that. Now I still love him, and he still loves me. Yeah, we go way, 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 way back. Love, love, love like that. Baby, you're so perfect, but he's the perfect one for me. Know that you're worth it. Something about him kissing me, all I need. Plus we got history. I used to love him, he used to love me. Way, 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 way back. Love, love, love like that. Now I still love him, and he still loves me. Go way, 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 way back. We love, love, love like that. I used to love him, na 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 na. Go way, 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 way back. We love, love, and we go way, 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 way back.
Oh, Olivia Holt sounded oh so good live.
Thank you.
I just had one of my friends, they just texted me, they're watching our live stream right now on Facebook and said, OMG, Olivia Holt. Does that ever get old when people, I don't know, freak out over you? Does that get old?
No, it doesn't. It's exciting. It's weird that people are freaking out over me because I'm such a silly, weird person. But yeah, no, it's exciting. I feel like I always like have this thought in the back of my mind. I was the ultimate Hillary Duff fan. So, if
Can I just tell you, Hillary Duff sat in that exact same chair doing an interview with me 2 years ago.
Schwell.
And can I tell you, tell you, she took one of our, we have the Atlanta Braves here, because you're from the South, you know
Yeah.
the Braves. We gave her one of those foam tomahawks. We got to get you one of those. And about 2 weeks later, it ended up in People magazine, her and her son. So,
No way.
Yep, we have the
So
picture.
good.
So
good.
pressure's on, by the
Yeah.
way. No, okay. Have you ever played Extreme Jenga, Olivia Holt, on the Adam Bomb Show?
No.
Okay, so what this is it's like Jenga, only it's harder, and they're questions on the bottom of each.
Oh,
Now, the
cool.
majority of these questions are dumb, so I mean it'll be easy for us to do. But the key is not to knock the entire thing down. So
Right,
And
okay.
you can't take it from the top.
Okay.
So the pressure is even on more now. Oh, she's going for the bottom right here. Zoom in on that one. How good is your steady hand, Olivia Holt?
It's
All right,
scaring
take
me.
one from the top.
Okay.
Take one.
I'll do one on the side.
Go
the
ahead.
middle. I don't know why I'm doing the middle. There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
Night out or evening in? I feel like we already talked about this. I'd probably do evening in.
Evening in, right, because she's about 90. Let's do one more here. Olivia Holt on the Adam Bomb Show. We're doing Extreme Jenga. So far, so good. Have you ever played this game?
Not extreme, but this is intense.
I know it is. So we had this out at the Grammys, and we had artists do it, and most of them knocked it down. So far, you're good. And if you knock it down, it's going to make a great video. Oh, is she going to knock it down? Is she going to take it? I feel like we're in one of those documentaries.
Oh.
That was amazing.
Oh my gosh.
That was amazing.
Okay. Name of your firstborn child.
Okay. What would you name your pet? Let's do it that way.
My pet probably Milo.
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 That's good. There's a tea in the South called Milos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Alabama, right, Rachel? There is one.
I don't know. I like the name Milo a lot for like a dog or something. I already have 2 dogs. I have Scout and Diesel. They're both Yorkies.
Do you take them with you on tour?
No, I don't. They're too much to handle. They're like really obnoxious and crazy. And
Probably wouldn't work out too well.
yeah.
Do you miss living in the South? I mean, being from Tennessee, right? I mean, do you miss it? Because when I go out to Los Angeles or New York, and I'm only there for a couple of days, it seems like sometimes the homey feel is not there, but it's in the South.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because growing up in the South, there was this, like, I lived in a small town, so there was this huge community feel, and it felt nice, like, to walk around and, like, know your surroundings and know your people, and being in LA, it's a little more diverse and it's more spread out, so it's kind of like you just really got to know your street and your neighbors, and that's, like, where your community's at.
Did it take you a while to get used to LA?
1,000%. And I'm
really?
still bouncing around and moving. And I've always lived in the Valley since I've been in LA, but I've lived in different parts of the Valley. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I feel like I've like created like a core like group of friends that, you know, I can always call and they'll be at my house in like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like LA is a really interesting city, and it's so magical because, you know, it's full of like this community of dreamers and people who just you're totally inspired by every single day. But then it's like also this city full of like, you know, rejection and people who just want to succeed, which I think is really awesome. And I think that's like what inspires me the most about it.
I think you've made it, though. I don't think you have any problem with that. Olivia Holt, well, I hope your friends are jealous of the donuts. And thanks so much for coming by the Adam Bomb Show. Olivia Holt, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for
go
watching, too, on Facebook.
Eat my donuts now.
Oh, yeah. Take those. Yeah, don't
Bye.
share. Please don't share those.
Yes to me, all I need. Plus we got history. I used to love him, he used to love me.